music, brand new. He's going to be a guest very shortly, Luna. And that's from his latest projects, straight and fresh out of the studio. So let's welcome a very special guest tonight, Luna Florentino, born on January the 22nd, 1996 in Rustenburg, Northwest, is a multifaceted South African creative making waves as a recording artist, producer, sound engineer, and events coordinator. Known for his innovation and versatility, Luna first captured national attention in 2021 with his hit single Tshela Mafura Bruh, which went viral on TikTok and amassed over 2 million views. His music catalog, including Fresh Prince of Rustenburg, Fresh Prince of Rustenburg 2, 2022.22, and Florentino Mariachi, showcases a unique blend of talent and charisma that continues to reshape the South African music landscape. Beyond the studio, Luna has built an impressive career both on stage and in the music industry. He has performed at major platforms such as Cotton Fest, Maptown Heights, Hennessy Back to the City, and the Iverson Tour. He has collaborated with leading names such as Focalistic, MET, Tweezy, Rouge, Money World Star, Costa Tich, DJ Switch, A. Risa. His influence extends to brand partners such as KFC, Time Bank, Suzuki, Telcom, Lucky Star, Urban Art, No, featuring across City Press, Daily Sun, The Star, Metro FM, YFM, 5FM, MTV based Channel O. I could go on and on. Luna, what's happening? Welcome to the show.
How's it, my G?
You good?
I'm all good. How you doing, bro?
Fantastic. Man. Love the flow. New song featuring Primo, right?
Yeah, that's Kid Lyric and myself and Primo. Primo's the one that made the beat, and Kid Lyric is the one that took on the first verse.
What's the name of that song, man?
Stephen Binar.
Love it, love it. How many tracks have you done so far?
In terms of my catalog, I've put out about, I think, 4 to 5 projects. Some are EPs and some are full length, and then the rest has just been singles. But I definitely have something new coming in the third quarter, and I'm glad we'll be able to touch on it.
Fantastic, wicked. What you going to be floating now? How many tracks?
Probably like 10, just a solid 10. I don't want to do too much. Don't want to overcook. Understand? You know, let the people digest it and then give them another project.
All right. So you practically live in the studio. Sound artist, producer, engineer, doing everything. And young man out of Rustenburg, where do you think your greatest strength lies?
I think definitely in my manifestation, if I can put it like that. I think I'm very good at downloading ideas and then actually actualizing them. It comes out in studio, but it also comes out in the content. So I think my greatest strength would probably be my personality as well, because that's what's helping me essentially bring these ideas to life. Because
go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I was gonna say without the personality, it makes it harder to extract the ideas.
Okay. I want to talk about the personality. Luna Florentino. You sound like a gangster from a mob movie or something. Florentino. Where did that name come from?
Hey, that time I'm far from the gangster level. So the name Luna, right, came from my producer name. So I had a different name when I was making beats. I'm still making beats. So that name was the Urban Lunatic. So when people heard that name, they always find a way to shorten the name and give you their own nickname. And that's where Luna came from. But I stumbled upon Florentino when I was writing a verse and I was trying to find something that rhymes within that same rhyme scheme. I came across the word and found out that it's a name given to people who are born to be victorious.
Yes.
So I figured it makes sense for me to put it together.
Respect, fam. Love it. So everybody remembers you from that #1 track in 2021, Tshela Mafura Bruh. It blew up, man. TikTok was crazy. 2 million plus views. What was the attraction?
I think it really was the storyline that eventually had a soundtrack. when I started doing Tshela Mafura, I was essentially putting out recipes and videos for brewers who can't really cook like me. You know what I'm saying? But essentially saying to the brewers that, hey, we don't have to survive on, wheat beaks the whole week. It doesn't have
This
to
is
be
it.
bread and eggs
Just
every
Tshela
day.
Mafura, bro.
You feel me, dog? So we can put some things together and figure it out along the way. So as I was doing those videos, people got really, they took a liking to the phrase "Tshela Mafura Bruh" on Twitter. So after that, I got into studio. I made a song with the phrase, and then that's how that came about. So it was the storyline that was built before the soundtrack.
And you also blew up with Fresh Prince of Rustenburg, 1 and 2, man, Florentino Mariachi. What do you best attribute the type of music and writing to?
I would say my experiences, my life experiences, and I guess just the people that I've been influenced by sonically over the years. Growing up, we used to listen to a lot of different music in the house. Your Brenda Fassis to your DJ Cleos, Beyonce, Joy Celebration, Peter Gabriel, Snoop Dogg. So
Peter Gabriel,
my dad.
I
that
see,
was my
man.
pops.
Cool guy. He knows music.
He knows ball. He knows ball.
Yeah.
He knows ball.
Yeah.
So that helped me shape, an eclectic palette for good music. And that's where I'm drawing the inspiration from.
So you come from a musical family?
I would say music lovers. I wouldn't say, because if you say musical family, now it's like everyone there was playing the guitar, somebody was playing keyboard. That's like, we we love music, My dad would DJ, when he's chilling, like it was one of his hobbies.
Okay. So what do you like most, being an artist or being a producer?
Both.
Okay.
Both. I think it depends on what mood I'm in on that day. Because both of them put me in a different form of flow state, and the feelings are different. So when you're producing, it's kind of like finding, there's only 12 notes in an octave, right? It's from your C to your C sharp, D sharp, E, F, and so forth until it comes back to C. But the crazy part is whenever you step into studio, you might not make the same thing as 10,000 other people, even though there's only 12 notes. So that makes me excited to figure out what is it that I can come up with that the world has not heard yet. So I think on both ends, it's the same thing for me, really.
Okay. As a producer, what's your take on AI music?
That's a tough one. That's a good question. My brother, me, I believe we can't really fight it.
Okay.
It's not something we can really not consider.
So you got to embrace it. It's here. It's here to stay.
But I don't think it should.
Are you doing any AI projects at all?
I've thought about it. I haven't done it yet. But I've only thought about it in a sense of, as producers, sometimes we like to sample music, and sometimes you're not able to get the sample cleared. Maybe your publisher was not able to, get the right deal, or you understand, maybe they just don't want that particular part of their work sampled. So it's like, if we could use that to create samples and then build something that still has the human touch to it, then that's how I'm looking at it. But I don't see myself making a complete song, my brother, from zero to finished, and it's just AI. I still need the touch,
Okay. Well, you've been seen performing at some of the biggest stages in SA, like Cotton First, Maptown Heights, and I see Back to the City. You've been everywhere. How do you prefer? What kind of performances do you prefer, and what does performing teach you as an artist as well as a producer?
I think the vibes differ, but I would say some of my best places to, or rather settings to perform in, would be festivals. I like the energy, the environment. The stage setup is a lot different as well. And I would say what it teaches me, because I come from a city where, hey, bruh, that crowd, I was by. If they don't like what they're hearing, they don't like it.
They don't like
So
it.
yeah, so you're dealing with a tough crowd, and when you're coming up, obviously nobody knows your stuff, so most people are going to be very reluctant to even give you an ear because they're just waiting to hear their favorite songs. So that teaches me an element of crowd engagement, to a certain degree, getting them to vibrate on the same frequency that I'm on. So those kind of festivals, they give you that answer. Do you have what it takes to move a crowd regardless of the numbers? Because sometimes it might be easy to move 20 people, but then you might struggle with 20,000. So
True.
like on some of the gigs that I did, for example, back to the city, I performed early, which was a smaller crowd, and then Mufftown Heights, we performed peak time, which gave me the data that I needed to be able to analyze, okay, this is how I'm going to go about my performances. This is where I'm strong. This is where I need work. But it essentially allowed me to gauge where I'm at when I'm on the stage.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, you've had opportunity to work with some of the biggest names in the business today: Focalistic, MET, Tweezy, Rouge, Money World, Star, Costa, Tech, DJ Switch. The list is endless. What have been the biggest lessons for you as an artist? Beat.
I think, my brother, there are many ways to make a salad,
Okay.
because they're different artists and they have their own approaches to making music, and even just putting together ideas on how they're going to package and promote the music. I've had conversations with Costa Titch that were just out of this world, RIP Costa. And he was super locked in, not only on the creative aspect, but on the business aspect. So when you're working with, people who are on the same type of frequency, the same type of time, there's no way you're gonna leave the situation without having learned anything from any of those brews.
True.
I've had conversations with folk that have stuck with me ever since. I've had conversations with Reese. I've had conversations with MT Manu. That's one of my pros. Shout out Manu All Star. Conversations that you can still pull from whenever you come across a certain hurdle or a certain challenge that you might need to tap into a well of wisdom to get across.
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you that people love you, man. You even got brands following your products like
Salute.
KFC, Time Bank, Suzuki, Telcom, Lucky Star. What do you think is the most attractive thing about you and your music?
I think it's really the way I connect with my audience. I think I have a good way to communicate a message across to my people. Um, we've built, the kind of connection that it feels like they already know me, because when they see me outside, they greet me like they saw me 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying? So it becomes easier for me to essentially introduce my people to my lifestyle through the content. And then that's how I end up aligning myself with the brands that I've aligned myself with, because when I'm cooking, I'm actually using Knorr products.
Okay.
When I'm ordering takeaways, I'm actually ordering KFC. It's not something I'm doing because, oh, hey, here's a campaign, let's go do something promotional. I think people, see through that. They can tell if you actually consume the product or the brand that you're promoting. But I found a way to essentially get the message across a lot better, simply because it's always been authentic. So that's just how I guess the cookie crumbles. I think it's really the connection that made it make sense.
So you're real from day one, bro.
I would say so. I would say
Yeah.
so.
Okay. Well, you're doing exceptionally well. 165,000 on TikTok, 20.5K on Instagram, 13.5K on X. Your online socials are booming. And how do you stay connected to your fans?
I try to be consistent with the content, um, but I also try to keep it as authentic as possible. So I don't like to, post videos that I think would go viral. I'm just essentially updating my people on what I'm doing, what I'm eating, what I'm listening to, where I'm going, as if I'm talking to a friend or a group of friends in a WhatsApp group chat. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the connection is maintained because we're all up to date with the same thing. When I was watching Scheme Sam, we were all watching Scheme Sam at the same time. So it's a community built on a lot of hobbies that we all connect through. And I
Okay.
guess that's essentially what keeps us strong.
Yeah. My brother, because of time, thank you for having joined me tonight. What can we expect in the next 12 to 18 months from Luna?
Thank you, bro. I'm gonna be putting out a project soon. I actually have a group chat on my TikTok. It's called the Mariachi Gang Update. So that's why I'm essentially posting all the updates over there. There is a poll with regards to the title of the mixtape. So if you're in that group, you'll essentially have an idea of what the project is going to be called. But definitely third quarter, we coming through with a lot of visuals, more cooking recipes for the brewers at the back, etc. You know what I'm saying? You already know. I mean, we can't be doing this without eating, of course.
Yeah.
So definitely expect more content, expect more music, and we'll be closing off the year with a bang.
Fantastic, Luna. Let's go out with Tshela Mafura Bruh. Yeah, that's
Come
right.
on.
You know, let's keep on cooking. Thanks for getting in touch. Wish you the
Thank you.
best.
Hey, thank you for having me, bro.
This is Channel Africa.